Hello, this is Man, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. In today's episode, a little bit of time has passed, so you have to bear with me. But today we are not finalizing, but kind of beginning the early stages of construction on Empire Bridge, which is going to be the bridge that connects Wayfarer's Rest and Phoenix Landing. We've already begun construction. It is way over there. I will show you where we're at on that. I'll show you the stuff that I've built on it, where we're at, where we're going, and all of that, and some of the build progress that we've gotten on it. And then we will go from there. Ultimately, this is going to be a bridge that generally signifies the expansion of the empire, the connection of different villages and hamlets. See, that's part of it over there. It's going to be a big, big build. I always told myself in this world that we weren't going to do big, massive builds, but I feel like we're pushing 400 days, 350 days-ish in this world. So I wanted to do kind of a monumental build, and this one's going to be massive. It's going to be a very, very, very big build. It's going to be very substantial. And I want it to be impressive. Because again, kind of the point of this series is to live a life in hardcore Minecraft that is worth kind of losing, right? So the whole point of kind of risking everything in this world and living in a one life only situation is I don't want it not to hurt when the world gets lost. If the world gets lost, God willing, we get to keep it. But if the world does get lost, I want it to be able to kind of hurt a little bit because of the progress and the things that we made. But this was the first one in the world that I would classify probably as a mega build, because this one is definitely going to be massive. You can see, let me see if I can kind of get the distant horizons to work with me a little bit. You can see that it's about the same height as Titan's Tooth. So that's going to be the tallest tower on it. There's going to be 3 total towers that connect the bridge. It should be pretty epic. But I'll show you what we're going, and I'll show you a couple time lapses and stuff like that of some of the build progress. Very slow going so far. This has taken me 3 days or so of just building. But yeah, it's a nice change of pace from some of the epic adventuring we've been doing. So yeah, we'll go from there. I'll show you some of those montages, and we'll go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a tragedy. I was working on the bridge, and Cookies and Cream got blown up. You see the saddle? Oh my goodness gracious. This is so sad. We're going to need a memorial. Oh my goodness gracious. We're gonna have to bury the armor in the saddle. Oh, give me that saddle back. We will build a memorial. She will live on forever. The fastest horse in the world. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to it, and we will get a memorial for poor Cookies and Cream here before too long. Gosh dang it. It's so sad. Okay, well, I will be right back. We'll get back to it. Well, first thing we should do, now that Cece has passed on, and we still have to travel throughout the world. She would not want us to live in mourning. She would want us to move along. We also do need a horse. So I'm going to tame one of these wild horses out here, and we will live on in Cece's memory. Oh, this horse is not nearly as good as Cece was. That's a tragedy. That is a dang tragedy. Still got a little snow from last winter over here. Oh, this one's fast. This one's fast. We're going to need a name for our new horse, too. But today we're going to take a little bit of a pivot from Empire Bridge, and we're going to pay homage to Cece. We're going to build a memorial, but we have to retrieve her remains in order to properly give her the burial that she deserves, which are stored over by Empire Bridge, or the Empire Bridge Project. This horse will do. We'll have to come up with a name for him. It's white, pure white. It's kind of a pretty horse. He or she will not be donning the armor of Cece. That will be buried at the memorial with her. All of that to say, I will be, like I said, building a memorial for the rest of this episode, and we will pivot away from Empire Bridge. But let's get a quick little update as to where we're at on that. Let's take a little ride since we did the road in the last episode. It's feeling good. It's feeling fresh. Pretty lovely. Not gonna lie. It's got a very fun vibe to it. Not fun, but it's a nice little vibe. With the explosion that killed Cece, I wish I would have captured it on camera, but unfortunately I was unable to. It came in the dead of night, and it was unexpected, like most passing of things are. But, alas, we will build us a monument for Cece at Atrina, and we will make sure that her memory lives on as the first horse of the world as we continue on. We find a way to continue on. Luckily, Newt is still floating around. He'll have to be coming to the memorial. Spike the chicken probably is a little rowdy for that. But yeah, here's where we're at. Side tangent. Here's where we're at on Empire Bridge. It's getting there. It's getting there. This is just the tower. Tower 1 here. Not nearly complete yet. Tower 1's about halfway done. And then I'll have 2 more smaller towers that connect this bridge. And then it should be closer. But this is going to be definitely a longer project for certain. But today, we're talking about Cece. So these are the remains. These are the things that will be buried. Did we lose our bed too? We did. Alright, we'll ride through the night, and we will get back to the episode when we get back to Atrina. And we're back here to build a memorial for Cece. Got the platform here that I'm going to do it on. And this should be roughly centralized, I'm hoping. I did this up in a creative world. I'm hoping that it should be pretty close to what we're after. We'll have to find out for sure. But I think I have enough blocks for it. But again, we will find out. Something like this. I'm not the best. I'm going to be the first to admit. I'm not the best at organic-y structures, like statues and things like that, but Cece was a good horse and deserves the absolute best there is. So we're going to make that happen. And I believe we go boop, and boop, 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 and then boop, boop, like so. And then one like so. Nope. Oh. Organic structures are weird because they have to kind of operate in this weird space of like it's kind of everything but nothing at once kind of situation. So we're gonna do the best we can and see how that works out. But I think this will be close to how we want it. I don't think it'll be exactly the same as I had it in my creative world, but that's okay because you haven't seen the one in my creative world, so get wrecked. No, these need to go. I dropped those. I'm just going to make more. I'm going to do the lazy route. We're going to want these here to give the head a sense of scale. Something like that. I think this is... Yeah, that's about what we're after as far as shape-wise. The trick now is going to be, I believe, it's going to be like this. Something like that. It's hard to build a horse with pixels. I'll tell you that right now. Something like this. Was that the right block that I wanted? No, it was not. But we want this, I believe. And maybe even like this. I think this is... Yeah, that's cool. I like this. If we do this, it'll flow down the mane just a little bit. Nope. Okay. It's very much trial and error dealing with organic structures. Okay. It's looking about like a horse. We just got to bulk it up just a little bit, get the tail going. Right now it kind of looks like a horse chicken. That's okay. That is okay. I need... Where did the crafting table go? I had one over here. Crafting table. So I did also go down to the jungle area, and I snagged a bunch of bamboo, because I figured we were going to need it for scaffolding. And I'm glad I did, because that has been an absolute godsend as far as getting things going. Let's see. Something like this. As far as building larger structures, especially, honestly, I can't wait for the next update when we get the Happy Ghast, and I can start using that as kind of a portable scaffolding situation, especially for the bridge build. Very, very stoked about that for sure. There we go. I think that's good. I think that's as good as she's gonna get. I think it gets the point across at least. Definitely looks like cookies and cream. But one other thing I want to do... Oh, my DPI is way too high. One other thing I want to do is I want to coat her in gold. The way she lived her life. Coated in gold. Beautiful and armored. So I want to replace some of these full blocks with gold to represent the magnificent horse she was, and sacrifice a little bit of gold for all the sacrifices she made for me along the way. And let's see, a little poke right there. Bada bing. Right there. And then there we go. I think that will be I think that'll be what we need. Maybe some gold on the legs too, maybe. Because this will give us at least a little bit of flash and pizzazz. She was a flashy girl. So that'll be good. Our golden cookies and cream horse. Beautiful in all ways. We're going to place a lantern in here. And we're going to make a chest. And we're going to say our final goodbyes. I'll go fetch Newt. And we will get this taken care of here. Alright, let's go fetch Newt. And we will say our final goodbyes to our dearest cookies and cream. Say our final words as we welcome her into the next life. Or send her off into the next life. Need to light that thing up too. Now we've got these lanterns we can throw on there too. Alright, Sir Newton, let's go say our goodbyes, my good friend. Let's put some of this stuff away. And let's see, we haven't quite got her stuff buried yet. Okay. Let's go down, Newt, and we'll unfortunately say our last goodbyes. But in all ways, everything must come to an end. And this is just another example of the amazing and ever temporary ways of life that we live here in hardcore. Nothing is permanent. Everything comes to an end eventually. But let's put these here. Just to make sure that she has some light. Beautiful. Alright. We'll block this off once again. And of course I put the bricks. There we go. I need a brick stair and then one of these. Perfect. Alright, Newt. Dearest cookies and cream, you were with us from the very beginning, and the adventures that we've been on, while your life was short, you brought us across the Empire, showed us the wonderful places that are around, like Wayfarer's Rest, Phoenix Landing, and helped us connect them all throughout the land. You were a brave horse, and you fought a creeper, which was pretty sweet. And you will be forever remembered in our legacy. And Newt will find a way to carry on one way or the other, as well as me. Newt, any words from you, sir? What would you like to say? Excellent. Well, we'll send you off into the next life, and we will see you when the world ends and we die our inevitable death, because nothing lasts forever, as you have reminded us today. Goodbye. Well, she died doing what she loved, and that is expanding and building for Trina and for the Empire. So we have to commend her for that. But we will also reserve this stall for CC forever. Cookies in cream. Rest in peace. Alright, so we need a name for you, my good man. So many sacrifices have been made for this empire. And Cookies and Cream is merely the first of many to come. I made a couple modifications to the memorial over there to make things a little bit cleaner looking. I think it looks good. Again, you have to forgive me, I'm not really an organic structure builder, but I think this looks pretty darn good. As far as what I am capable of doing, I'm more of a architecture man rather than a organic structure man. So, that to say, we'll ride off to Empire Bridge and we will get our final update on that worth this episode, and we will carry on. Poor Cookies and Cream. Gonna have to figure out a name for our new horse. Perhaps, I don't know. This one was native to a Trina. Cookies and Cream was a Phoenix Landing horse. Or maybe have to breed some more horses so that we can get some lineage going too, because Cookies and Cream never had the chance to have offspring, which is even more unfortunate. Meaning her legacy will die with her, unfortunately. But perhaps we can get some royal genetics from the horses that are around Phoenix Landing, perhaps. But this horse is a Trina-born natural native, so that will be good for the current royal horse. But that to say, we need a name. I think this one's a boy. I've decided this one's a boy. I don't know what that means for naming, but let me know. Let me know what you guys think we should name this horse. I think that'll be good. Something fierce, perhaps. Something fierce. Boy, Newt's speech though. Newt's speech was absolutely beautiful. It'll bring a tear to your eye. But let's do a final update here. I think at the end of this bridge build, I think I'm going to leave this this cherry grove here. I kind of like it, and maybe because it just keeps kind of expanding, and maybe we'll just maybe we'll call it a oh, I should have brought a lead, dang nabbit. Maybe we'll just call this the cherry forest or the cherry grove forest or something like that. That comes right before the Empire Bridge. But I'll show you what we've got done so far. So far we've only got 2 sides of this tower done. Did not get as much done on here as I wanted. This is about where we're at. Over here we've got 2 sides done. In the next episode we'll have a lot more done for sure. I probably have started on the next 2 towers and get the road kind of connected up over here into these new lands. But for now, this is where we're at with Empire Bridge. I built the cobblestone part off camera. Primarily just because I thought that would be kind of boring. But that is the progress update. I by no means think this will be done by the next episode, but for certain it will be pretty darn close. But yeah, unfortunate tragedy has struck this episode, but what can you do? We've got things to do, empires to build, worlds to dominate. Definitely want to get this done before I do anything else dangerous. Maybe not. I don't know. I might fight a wither or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I think this is pretty cool. I think we'll get a couple towers going here. The idea is to put a tower right there, a tower right there-ish, and then they'll have like a bridge that connects the two, kind of sloping downward, and then maybe like some support beams that kind of slope downward to those towers. And then it'll look like a pretty big epic bridge. I wanted this to be kind of a very looming structure in the world. So almost already lost the new horse, dang nabbit. So I think this will be good as far as traversal. It'll be a good landmark so we can see it from lots of different directions. It'll open up a whole new area of areas to explore over there, because that's all connected, which is nice. Phoenix Landing will be able to get kind of enriched. I will say that Wayfarer's Rest is getting dramatically more villagers and iron golems as well, which is kind of cool. This village, they just keep breeding and keep growing, so that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll have to put some time investing in building up wayfarers there. But for now, really liking this cherry grove. This is pretty cool. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even though it was tragic. And somebody died. Somebody died in the hardcore series. But again, it's a reminder. This is hardcore. Things are temporary. Not everybody comes back to life. So, unless we complete our tasks, of course. But that is a good thing worth noting. And remembering that life is temporary. Remember your mortality, ladies and gentlemen. And live your life as though you might not get another day. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe as well. And goodbye.